Okay, so the next video in the 52 book project is about, it's called Uncanny Valley. It was a memoir by Anna Wiener, and the book is about her experience working at some high profile startups in Silicon Valley. Um, what I related to most was her background in the arts and how economically, right now, the prospects are much better for someone that has um, like a university degree with certain specializations, with a preference given to computer science and some of the other STEM majors over anything in maybe the liberal arts. So, through her experience, she talks about that tension and dichotomy that graduates in both these fields face, especially out of school, where graduates with liberal arts degrees are not paid nearly as enough as graduates with STEM degrees. And you see that struggle in other areas as well, like immigration and other opportunities in society in general. So she worked at a literary editing firm for like 3 years in New York. She really enjoyed her life, but her pay was constantly low. So she decides to move to a, a technology startup in the mid 2010s, and they're a book sort of ebook platform where that gives access to people to read thousands of ebooks on their website. Her experience there shows her that, I mean, she does a good job explaining what life in a startup is like, the expectations to be part of this hustle culture, work, unlimited hours. Um, Apart from that, like she eventually moves to another startup called Mixpanel, which is a big startup and that got a lot of funding from some well-known seed funds. And in this startup, she realizes what it's like to be an employee at a upcoming startup because she gets stock options. She also sees that there is a lot of inherent sexism in the industry with a preference for male hires with a certain pedigree and certain background. So she speaks about her experience as a woman employee in that organization. She also speaks about how being a non-technical employee in a technical company can be a struggle for someone starting off. Um, Her conversations with the founders, the CTOs, and everyone else was actually really interesting because you get to um, sort of get a glimpse of what it's like to work in a high tech, high stress environment. So after Mixpanel, she gets to work at another company called GitHub. There's just a lot of transition in the tech world where if you don't have a certain skill set, you're immediately replaceable. So she speaks about those pressures really well as well. Um, I think eventually by the end of the book, her pay has definitely increased, but is she a happier person? I don't know. So I think it's an important artifact for this digital age. We need more people to talk about their experience working in different sort of work environments. And Anna Wiener also writes about it actively for the New Yorker now. So I look forward to more writing from her in this space.